What if you got a direct message from God? I mean, a message that was incredibly personal, just for you, but also about everything, the whole cosmos. Well, today we're diving into this really intense 700-year-old book that claims to be exactly that. It's a wild journey into the visionary world of Christian mysticism. So, here's the book we're talking about, The Prophecies and Revelations of Saint Bridget of Sweden. And yeah, it was written by a real person, a 14th century noblewoman who, after her husband passed away, set off on a spiritual path that would make her one of the most influential mystics in history. And for Bridget, the author, this was not some metaphor. This question right here is the engine driving the entire text, and it frames a relationship of, well, almost unbelievable spiritual intensity. To really get this book, we have to start with its basic premise, because it's not presenting itself as a story. No, it's claiming to be a direct line, a divine communication. And this is what makes the book so radical. Even today, it's not a story about God. It's presented as a direct transcript. Bridget truly believed she was taking dictation, just writing down the words of God as they were being spoken to her. So if God is speaking directly to Bridget, what does he call her? This brings us to the core metaphor of the entire text, the one idea that defines their entire relationship. You know, this idea of being a bride of Christ is a huge deal in mysticism. It means more than just devotion. We're talking about a total, all-consuming union, a spiritual marriage where the soul belongs completely and utterly to God. And this quote pretty much lays it all out. It reveals the purpose behind this divine marriage. See, it's not just about devotion, it's about access. Christ chooses Bridget as his bride to let her in on divine secrets, which she is then supposed to reveal to the world. But this super intimate relationship, it's not happening in some peaceful, quiet corner of the universe. According to these revelations, it's all taking place on a cosmic battlefield, and the human soul is the prize. The book lays out a world that's very black and white. Every choice you make, every thought you have, every single action, it's all part of this bigger struggle between the creator and what the text calls the enemy. And just look at how clearly the text draws these battle lines in the very first chapter. God is the rightful king, the creator, the one who paid with his blood. And in total contrast, the devil is a wicked robber who uses lies and false promises to try and steal what doesn't belong to him. But check out this twist in the theology. The devil isn't an equal opponent to God. He's a fallen creation who, ironically, now ends up serving a divine purpose, punishing those who choose to turn away from their creator. Okay, so if you're the chosen bride and you're on this cosmic battlefield, what are your marching orders? What are you actually supposed to do? The text lays out a path that's really clear, though pretty demanding. First, embrace humility, just like Christ did. Second, reject worldly desires. Start seeing them as poison. Third, focus all your love, all your desire on God and God alone. And finally, perform penance to make up for past sins. And the goal of all this isn't just a reward in the afterlife. It's about a complete transformation right now. The aim is to reach a state of pure spiritual joy, where your soul is so on fire with God's presence that it has no room for any other desire. So when we step back from all the specific visions and instructions, what's the ultimate takeaway from this intense medieval book? That's really the heart of it. Whether you see this as a literal divine message or as a deep work of spiritual psychology, its purpose is a single, focused call to action. Turn away from all the distractions and turn toward the divine. And that leaves us with a final question for ourselves. I mean, we live in an age of constant, endless distraction. So what can a 700-year-old call for absolute total spiritual focus really tell us about our own lives? The challenge from all those centuries ago feels more relevant than ever.